Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the show. It is Monday, February 19th. I got to tell you, it was a long weekend. It felt good. Today's President's Day, but a lot of people now are at home, so now you can jump on and watch YouTube and watch shows like this as we expand and talk about Tua, the new deal, what they're going to offer. The Miami Dolphins keep coming back and forth. They plan to offer something. But again, guys, hope you had a great weekend, and let's get started and welcome back to the show. It's going to be great. We got a lot to talk about, but more importantly, shake those cobwebs. For me, I woke up this morning, I'm going, what is wrong with me? I can't even roll out of bed. I'm trying to get loose here, and I'm just like, oh my God. Took a great shower, felt good, but now I'm still a little bit sluggish. I know a lot of you probably are going, it's Monday, right? And a lot of people are a little bit slow getting to the office, a little bit slow getting in that chair, looking at the computer and getting started, but we're going to dive in right now and talk about Tua Tagovailoa and what the Miami Dolphins are doing because they keep going back and forth. Should they offer him a deal? And also today, don't forget, we have our giveaway. Not right now. In a second, we're going to get to that because Howard's going to pull it up in a little bit of who won the Xbox or PlayStation. But before we do that, let's talk about Tua Tagovailoa. Listen, should they offer him a deal? I mean, literally, people are going back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, we like him. Well, we're not sure. You know, I'd like to give him the money. He's learned the offense. Let's be clear here about what Tua's up against, okay? Yeah, he's a good quarterback. Tua's done exceptional. He's got stats. I brought this up a lot in our show, and as we get ready to make the final decision, I want to dive into this a little bit further. Tua came from Alabama, played great, had some injuries. Got to the NFL, played great, got more injuries. The concern is, how long can you sign a quarterback like this? How long can you bring Tua on board to extend the gameplay, to be able to go against other NFL caliber teams? And I know what I'm going to talk about. Here's the situation. In today's day and age, in the National Football League, you got to be able to run, you got to be able to pass. A lot of people say, oh, you're a pocket passer, you can stay inside the pocket, you know, you can hit targets. Yes, you can. There are quarterbacks like that. People like Tom Brady, people like Peyton Manning, they were the exception. It's 2024. I got news for you. You got to be able to scramble. You got to be able to get outside the pocket. You see the teams that win, down to Lamar Jackson, down to, you know, even Brock Purdy scrambling for first downs. Patrick Mahomes scrambling for first downs. You got to be able to make plays with your legs. You're going back. You don't have a lot of time. Receivers are covered. They're in cover 2, cover 3, man-to-man. Got to run. Here we go. Got to be able to run for the first down. And I'm seeing quarterbacks do it more than ever. I'm not saying you got to be the elite runner or the running back at the quarterback position, but you got to be able to make plays. Here's what Tua has to help him, right? Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. At any given time, these are some of the weapons that he has, the people to go to. So if you bring him back, yeah, he's got people there. And at the running back position, he's got Moser. They got a great setup on the offense. But the truth is, should you bring Tua back for a long-term deal? My opinion is this. Tua comes back for the last season. He plays. They bring another quarterback in that can learn behind Tua and then take over. And look, I like Tua. I like what Tua brings to the table. But he's just too injury prone. He's just too injury prone. And the question is, should the Dolphins offer Tua a new deal? An extended, long-term new deal? That's the question right now that they have to, answer. And listen, I got to tell you something. All last year, they were like, well, listen, I don't know. Should we put him back in the game? And they said the doctors let him go back in the game too early. He had multiple concussions. He was unconscious at one point. His family, I'm sure, and I said this before, his family's probably looking at him going, you're not moving. You're unconscious on the field. You're a quarterback. You're taking hits. This is happening time after time. You have multiple injuries. Made a lot of money. It might be time to play this final season right off into the sunset. You have a new family. That's great. Having kids, enjoying your life, made a lot of money. You're good to go. You're healthy. You're happy. And who knows how much damage you've done as they start to dive into. As time goes by, people are like, oh, this happened to your brain, or this is a problem. You were rattled. Things keep changing. Things keep changing. If you're in the chat right now, good morning to you. Should they offer Tua a new contract? Comment in here, yes or no. And I'm going to put on here a quick poll in a second. But when I pull it up, I want you guys to decide. Should they offer Tua a new contract? Should Miami Dolphins, put it in the chat here so you guys can all see it, offer Tua a new deal? Okay? And I'm putting here yes or no. There you go. Polls now in the chat. Now, and the problem is I like Tua. I really like Tua. I think he's a great person, a great role model, a good quarterback. And it's like, I want to say great quarterback because the stats have shown a lot. But again, these are some of the players that he's got, right? At any given time, you feel threatened with the ball. Look for these two players, right? Look for Tyreek Hill. Across the middle, Tyreek Hill, right? It's like the upgraded version of Wes Welker. Any given time, we dump it to him, first down. 5 yards turns into 20 yards, or 2 yards turns into 40 yards. And that's what these guys do. And Tyreek Hill did it all last season. If you bring back Tua and you offer that new deal, what kind of money are we talking? What kind of money are we talking that you can go over to Tua and say, okay, bro, here's your money. Here's how long we're going to offer it. How long can he be on the field, right? Like, yeah, here's your money, but now you can't scramble. You can't get hit. I think he becomes one-dimensional. And every time I talk about this in the past, and people on social media, if you're not following Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, jump on there because see, all these people, my Instagram is a pretty big account, all these people always say, Tua was never two-dimensional. He was. He was able in college to make people miss. He was able in college to run for first downs. I believe this last season, his longest run was like 9 or 10 yards. If you are a quarterback that has to escape the pocket and run for a first down, and your longest run of the entire season is 9 yards, there's a big problem there. Because you'll win regular season games, but you won't win Super Bowls. And that's my opinion for 2024. But let's move on right now and talk about Justin Fields. Where is he expected to go? A lot of new things are popping up now. I know we said it was the Falcons. Was it the Steelers? And now it's even getting hotter right now, hot to trot. Justin Fields, the main event, the guy that people like to watch. But with the Chicago Bears, people have been doubting him, have been hating him, okay? And as we get through this, stay tuned here because we're giving our free Xbox and free PlayStation as soon as we get done here talking about Justin Fields. So here's the thing. I love watching Justin Fields play. The guy shows up. He looks like an NFL superstar. And I'll tell you this, look good, feel good, play good. I live by that. Why? Because if I went on the field, I didn't have my right cleats on. It just felt sluggish. Didn't feel good. Felt like Mondays. Felt like I do this morning, right? You got that on. You got your visor on if you could see good. You got your setup looking good, feeling good. And Justin Fields brings it to the table. He's a highlight reel. It just hasn't come to fruition that much with the Chicago Bears. Where is he looking to go? Well, check this out. Now it's, okay, what are the landing spots? I said initially, Steelers would be good. If you go back and watch the clips a month ago, I said Steelers could be good, and then I said the Falcons could be good. And lo and behold, not going to say I'm a genius, I'm going to say I'm lucky. It's down to the Falcons and the Steelers right now. And that's the media hype. Who knows? But these are the two opportunities. If he goes to the Steelers, plays with Kenny Pickett, he brings the opportunity to give all the competition that Mike Tomlin wants. He wants competition with the Steelers. I don't think he believes in Kenny Pickett to be their long-term solution. And I said this, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are looking for a quarterback for the long haul. Kenny Pickett's young, injury prone, has some issues, not playing. A lot of people, the guy's hands are too small, not that talented. Guess what? Justin Fields is that human highlight reel. If he gets to the right position, the right opportunity, he can ball for the Steelers. It could be a great opportunity. And then it's like, well, he could go to the Falcons. Yeah, he could. Why is that important? I said it last week because that's where he's from. Justin Fields, here you go, as we pull it up here, is from the Atlanta area. Very exciting for people in Georgia. If he can go to Atlanta and play with the Falcons, people are like, hey, bro, you went to Kennesaw. You grew up in Kennesaw, right down the street. Let's bring you in. You're home. You got your fan base. You got all these people around. And that's what I brought up last week. That's a strong opportunity. But it's like, what's better for Justin Fields, right? Outside of having a little bit of fan base and some friends and family around, what's better? What's a better opportunity? I got to tell you, if I'm Justin Fields and I'm leaning toward my family, the Falcons are good, but I like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I love what the Steelers can bring to the table. The organization as a whole, they got a great setup. Not to mention, they got the head coach from the Falcons and brought him to Pittsburgh as an offense coordinator, which is important because obviously if they were recruiting Justin Fields to go to Atlanta, the same head coach now is in Pittsburgh. The same head coach that left Atlanta is the offense coordinator now. He's in Pittsburgh. And then you got Mike Tomlin. Both those guys, Arthur and Tom, they both like Justin Fields. That's the opportunity. That's the case. The Steelers look like the landing spot. I don't have a freaking genie in the bottle here. I can't tell you what's going to happen, but I can tell you it's very, very close for decision time, and Justin Fields could be heading to Pittsburgh. So listen, let's move on here as we move forward, because we're going to do our giveaway in a second here. And just so you guys know, what we did was in the community tab on here, I'm going to do a giveaway at least once a month. And what I said was in the community tab, you go to the YouTube channel, you could say, hey, how can I find out where it is the giveaways? You go to the community tab and you look. I post questions in there every single day about who's going to win, who's going to get traded, who's the best quarterback, who's the current running back, all of these conversations. But I said free Xbox and PlayStation giveaway to pick the Super Bowl winner. What you had to do was subscribe to the channel and pick the correct team. So we do have a winner of the Xbox. And Howard, let's pull this Xbox giveaway up for us on the screen here. So you get an Xbox, you get a PlayStation. And I have the winner here. And the name, Howard will post it into the chat right now. The current winner, and we'll give a round of applause for him or her. Here it is right now. Boom, here we go. KC, you're the winner of the PlayStation Xbox giveaway. If you're watching this right now, hit the like button, stay on there, because you just want to know a lot of people may be excited, not excited, but I do have another gift that I'm giving away too for everyone that's currently subscribed and has gone over there. And if you didn't win this time, don't be upset. Let me see here in the chat who we got here. Okay, look, if that's you, awesome. But if it's not, hey, I appreciate you playing, and I do have an opportunity for more people to win free giveaways. As you've seen, the Xbox and PlayStation. How do you get it? Howard, pull back up again for me real quick. To get the PlayStation or the Xbox right here, all you got to do, okay, if you are the winner and you're seeing this right now, all you got to do is go to your email and send over contact@BrandonMasonShow.com. Howard, put in the chat for him, contact@BrandonMasonShow.com. If you're the winner, send me your address and select Xbox or PlayStation, and we will send it to you right away. Moving forward as we get going here with the next topic of conversation, is Bronny James a true NBA talent? Is Bronny James worthy of playing in the NBA? Because a lot of people are like, oh, he's going to show up, he's going to play with LeBron James, it's going to be great. Is he actually worthy of playing in the NBA? Look, I got to tell you, watching Bronny James in game after game, he's got to average 20-plus points. I mean, my cousin, Matthew Skirbo, who I'm going to pull up here one day and bring him into the chat and converse here live with me on the show, he just hit 1,000 points in high school for his career stats. He's also probably going to surpass the all-time leading scorer at the high school. He's only a junior in high school. We're going to bring him back on and talk on the show and let you see what his statue looks like. The guy's a talent. He's a superstar. I'm going to bring him in, but he's averaging a lot of points and assists. And I know they're playing high school and Bronny's playing in college. But if you're averaging 4-6 points here and there, barely scoring game, listen, it's just not good. It's not a good situation. And I got to tell you something. If he goes to, I believe we have the other picture here of him going to, there you go. They are talking about him going to Toronto. Now, if in fact Toronto is really heavy on little Bronny, then guess what's going to happen to LeBron? You're going to have LeBronto, right? LeBron's going to head out and play in Toronto for league minimum. That's a conversation right now. If you guys are following the situation with Bronny James, where is he going to play? They're talking about Toronto, which would mean LeBron James will have his final hurrah for the Lakers, opt out of his contract, and head to Toronto, which would be very, very, very interesting. Let's move on to the Cowboys targeting wide receiver Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, and OBJ. Dallas Cowboys need a lot more to win football games because obviously they just can't seem to win the big games. And every time I talk about this, I say, yeah, Dak Prescott, is he talented? Yes, he is. Does he win games? Yes, he does. Is he a good person? Yes, he is. Is he a good teammate? Yes, he is. He checks all these boxes, right? Does he play hard? Does he practice hard? Yes, he does. He has all this stuff, but then it comes down to wins and losses. He wins football games. He wins a lot of football games, regular season games, right? Regular season games, not playoff games, and that's the problem. And they're like, okay, who are they getting? Who are they getting? Howard, pull it up here for us. I believe it's in the reaction. Let me pull up and make sure I got it right here for the Dallas Cowboys of who they can get. Here we go. Stefon Diggs, Mike Evans, OBJ. Right? These are who the Cowboys are targeting right now. They're targeting Stefon Diggs, Mike Evans, and OBJ. Do any of these make sense? If you're in the chat again this morning, good morning to you. Welcome back to the show. We're going to get live here and going. Good morning to all of you. I'm really excited to see more people coming in and conversing back and forth. Thank you. Thank you. I will go through all the names in a little bit here and make sure you guys are all here. And we do have another giveaway that we're doing that I'll let people know about because I do appreciate people in here rocking and rolling every single morning. And welcome back, Nerdy. Zach, thank you for jumping back in the chat with us as well. Obviously, let me pull it up here and just say good morning to people here. Candy, good morning. Devon, good morning. Michael, good morning. Tracy, good morning. Listen, everybody, Brittany, good morning. You see, anybody that's in here for the first time, thank you for jumping in and rocking with me. It's been great getting started so far, but let's stay focused here on these three players. Stefon Diggs, problems right now with the Buffalo Bills. Having major concerns with the Buffalo Bills. Before the season, he wanted out already, he had problems. He wasn't showing up, and they said, oh, no, it's a family issue. Family issue. When I think about family issue not showing up multiple times, sip of coffee to that. Right? There's a concern there in Buffalo. If they would have won the Super Bowl this year, it would have been like, oh, listen, this team's legit. Stefon Diggs probably going to say, hey, look, well, you might stay around. Because they lost the game, the Chiefs, they showed up. They didn't play as good as they could have played. Then it's like, there's turmoil. There's still, conversation of what are we missing? And it's like, I want to get out of here. It looks like Stefon Diggs is on his way out, wants a new contract somewhere else. Not sure that the Cowboys can benefit from that. I just think that it's an opportunity. Mike Evans. Okay, they're talking to Mike Evans. This is where I think it makes the most sense. This is where I think they should be going after him because the Bucs played good last year. They got to focus on Mike Evans. They got to focus on Baker Mayfield. They got to run a lot of money. Baker Mayfield's supposed to get $40 million, $50 million, something like that. How can that happen, right? How can that happen? I just think there's too much money that has to go around the Bucs atmosphere. Mike Evans has been there. He's looking for a new team. This is the player. Let me pull up close so I can make this a little bit better here. This is the player, okay, that the Cowboys should target, Mike Evans. Why? Because they got some great talent, right? They got CeeDee Lamb. They got Ferguson in the tight end position. They got a running back in Tony Pollard. I think they can jump around with the running back position a little bit. They got a good defense led by Micah Parsons. At the end of the day, Mike Evans will be the other dynamic receiver that you can throw the deep ball to, a deep threat, right? It's easy to find a couple players here and there late in the draft, 5th round, 6th round guys, a couple Wes Welker guys, dumb across the middle of the ball, get some first downs. But then you got CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans on the other side, split. I mean, that would be the most dynamic situation. That would be the most dynamic situation. But I would not suggest jumping for OBJ. Why? Because OBJ is on his way out. Look, I like Odell Beckham Jr. He's played great for a long time. He was phenomenal with the Giants, played okay with the Browns, played okay with the Rams, and now played okay with the Ravens. Right? He wasn't an all-star. He wasn't one of those players jumping off the charts worth big-time money. If you're going to get OBJ, it's going to be a 1-year deal, 2-year deal, little bit of money. I wouldn't throw a lot of money out there. OBJ is on his way out. Great for the highlight reel. Somebody you can have out there, media, putting butts in seats, that kind of thing, but just not the all-star talent. If I'm the Cowboys right now, I'm going after Mike Evans. I'm chasing him down. That's the player you want. That's the guy people are talking about. That's the phenomenal athlete. That's where you go. You take Mike Evans and you start winning Super Bowls because you got everything else. You literally have everything else around you. I'm going after Mike Evans. Now, how about this? Trump launches high top sneakers. If you haven't seen this yet, Donald Trump has launched his new high top sneaker. And it wasn't just launching a sneaker. It was sold out immediately. Okay, I want you guys to see what this looks like. Here you go. Donald Trump has launched his sneaker. It's got the T on it. I mean, this is selling out. Now, I don't know if you would buy this sneaker or not, but Donald Trump, he's got his American flag at the top. It's in gold. He got a T on it. I mean, this is interesting. I think there's another picture. Howard, do we have Trump there with his sneaker? I thought we had another image. There he is. And he got his sneakers right there lined up. There you go. Donald Trump never go back to the other picture, Howard, never ceases to amaze me. He never, listen, the man is running for office, right? He's battling people in and out of court in the judicial system and the conversations of being arrested and should he go to jail. Then he's at Mar-a-Lago. He's at this house in his mansion. He's got things going on. Then he's up in New York. He's flying around. He's on jets. I mean, he's battling people left and right. He's talking about Biden. Then he's overseas. He's handling conversations with Russia. He's doing so much. In the midst of all this, and also obviously hating on Biden as he always does. In the midst of all this, Donald Trump is launching a sneaker. And it's like, he didn't just launch a sneaker, right? And then say, oh yeah, I got a sneaker out. No, he launched a sneaker and it was sold out immediately. Would you buy this sneaker? Yes or no? Look, I got to tell you, whether you like Trump or not, I'd buy that sneaker just to put it in a showcase. It'd be pretty cool to have. Hey, look, it's very interesting, right? Is he going to compete with Michael Jordan? Pull it back up, Howard, again, of Trump standing there with a sneaker. This is just very interesting. And I got to tell you, it's dynamic. It's interesting. It's cool. It's something to do, right? He's like, look, I got all the media attention in the world. Michael Jordan is one of the richest guys in the world, selling Jordans every single day. All Michael Jordan does, so you guys understand, he takes a sneaker and literally changes the most minute thing. Is sometimes he makes no changes, changes the laces. If anything, he's like, oh, the retro, the throwback, making millions of dollars. And Trump obviously has a massive following. He's got a lot of people, a lot of eyeballs on him. So we might as well just launch a damn sneaker, right? And sells out immediately. It's like, hey, you got this going, you got that going, you got real estate, you got companies, you got the presidential election going on. And it's like, hey, why not a sneaker? And there it goes, sold out. I want to know what you guys think. Would you buy a Trump sneaker or not in the gold? Because I'm sure it's not the last sneaker you're going to see of Donald Trump, but it's just another opportunity to make some money. Not that he needs money, but it's just another way to get the population and people interested in what he's doing. But let's move on right now for the quote of the day, like I do every single day, to end with the morning, as I appreciate all of you jumping on here and rocking with me Monday through Friday. Here's our quote of the day. Don't wait for the opportunity. Create it. You know, a lot of people are sitting back and going, this one thing I'm waiting on. I talked to a family member yesterday and they said, he's just waiting on something. This person's just waiting on something. Look, how long can you wait on something? There comes a point in time where you're not waiting on something anymore. You're creating it, right? And I got to tell you, and I relate stuff to myself because I want to be as completely honest and transparent with you guys watching the show right now. But can you imagine if every day I woke up and I said on this show, before I got it going, people that are watching, and I got these conversations we're going to get into more with networks that are reaching out to me from different major platforms, like, come on here and work with us. Can you imagine if I just said, look, I'm just waiting on something. I'm sitting here, I'm just waiting on that phone call. I'm just, sitting here waiting on that. Yeah, I could be waiting on a big deal from FanDuel, right? Or from FS1 or from DraftKings or one of these massive platforms. I could sit here waiting on it. But here's the thing. I'm not. Don't wait on your opportunity. Create it and bring all those people you care about around you to watch and support your growth. Because there's so many opportunities right now, so many opportunities out there. And ever since COVID, people are at home anyway, and some people are going back, but a lot of people are at home. You got a lot of opportunity, a lot of time. Right? Don't wait on someone to pick up that phone and call you and say, I'm just waiting on that call. Pick that phone up today and create it. Move on that website that you wanted to create. Move on that opportunity. You kept saying, I'm going to get started this year. I'm going to get started for New Year's. That resolution's gone now because it's almost March, right? We're mid-February, toward the end of February, and it's like, I was going to the gym. That's kind of done. My New Year's resolution. Don't let your New Year's resolution spoil you financially, because let me tell you something. There's one thing to miss the gym here and there, but miss that rent payment. Miss that rent payment once, right? So at the end of the day, go out there and create it. Don't wait on your opportunity. Don't wait on that phone call. Go out there and get it done. I appreciate all of you jumping on here with me today and rocking. We did our giveaway. Howard, you can take that off. I appreciate all of you for jumping on here. We're on here every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern time. We will do a giveaway once a month. We hit all sports from NFL, NBA, MLB, fighting, every single sport you could think of, even women's sports. I appreciate all of you. Happy Monday. Get out today and kick ass and enjoy. And remember, don't wait on the opportunity. Go out and create it. Until next time.